Can you do it all at once?
Can I have some?
They were good. Emily cleaned the whole house. I'm gonna leave her home.
Oh, Steven, can I have some?
Yeah, go ahead.
And your husband was out till 4 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah! He walked home.
Alright, today we're doing our shopping for the pink shell, and I have given each team a list of their own, and it's like a scavenger hunt, and they're all gonna pick up what's on their list. Thank you very much.
Looking for today, Aaron?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, have fun. What's next?
Paper plates.
What are you doing for the scavenger hunt?
Pushing the cart because your mother took the list away from you.
We're not having a scavenger hunt, we're having a grocery.
Vinegar, isn't vinegar with the oil?
That's what I thought. Oh, watch.
He's running down the steps. Where's he gonna come out?
Oh, there he is.
Exhausted.
Hey, Stephen, where'd you find your friend?
Yeah. Oh my God, look at all the people that was in that little car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people.
Only 4 left.
They're all in the same room.
Oh, wait,
They all get in that car?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
yeah, told you.
Where is he?
He's stopping at each door.
Every other.
Oh, every other? Now watch, see if he comes.
Shirts must be buttoned. Can you move down at all? There's how many of us here?
6, 8, 9, 11. Those are just for Grandpa.
All right, that's very nice.
Cold is the only thing. Look out, they're all coming out.
We're gonna get molested by other men. Telephone man, look at him. How old are they
I
now?
think they can play.
They weren't that young then.
Say it.
Except for the Indian.
Wouldn't you love to see him up there now? 20 years later?
Maybe a program coming up on VH1 Best of American Bands
Hey, Mom.
right after this.
Oh. Macho, macho.
Good one. Okay, who's next?
Hey, walk down that way, Robert.
Oh, it's a pretty color ball.
Yes! Mine are great for the sun.
Hey, good.
Thank you, Eric.
Hey, we don't make fresh ladies.
I sure as heck don't want a bowl of soup.
I don't have brown.
Don't worry about it. Make just do lightly black.
You might want to try some after.
Oh, that was cool. There, get out.
No. Boosters are high cheer.
Take your cup with you, Ronald.
What a
These colorful boat rim sedans were used in Dick Tracy, starring Warren Beatty, Al Pacino, and Madonna. If you take a look up high into the sky, you'll see our award-winning Earful Tower. It stands 13 stories tall and is capped off with a set of Mickey Mouse ears, each weighing 5,000 pounds. Airports around the country knew this Gulfstream 1 as the 234 Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney bought this plane back in 1964 and used it to shuttle himself as well as his crew of Imagineers from California to New York during the final stages of the World's Fair. That's where our attractions It's a Small World and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln made their grand debut. That's also the plane that Walt flew his scouting missions on all over Central Florida, searching for the perfect spot for Walt Disney World. Off to your left, you'll see our bungalows. These are the temporary homes to those production crews currently filming here at our studio. In bungalow number 1, we have Later Today. That's a news program geared towards those who work out of their home. Later Today promises to bring you the news before it happens. In bungalow number 3, we have Tarzan the Epic Adventure. And in bungalow number 4 is Shadow Raven. That's a new animated series. Back off to your right, you'll see a small branch of our greens department. This is where we store trees, plants, and shrubs until we need them on the set. We use greenery to hide what the camera isn't supposed to see. And if we have to use it inside a soundstage, we carefully fireproof each branch, twig, and leaf. As you can see, they're grown in portable boxes. That makes it much easier for us to transport them right onto the set. These sculptured plants are called topiaries. Topiaries can take up to 10 years to develop. These Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast topiaries developed in about 4 months. They're made out of ficus leaves and sphagnum moss. Right now, we are entering one of the most glamorous departments here at our studio. This is creative costuming. Here in costuming, it all begins with a designer's sketch, and you can see some examples of those located along the far walls. From there, our seamstresses and tailors take over. They use more than 175,000 yards of fabric each year to produce more than 12,000 garments. Pay special attention to the display cases located on your left. You'll see costumes actually worn by Angela Bassett and What's Love Got to Do With It, Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act 2, Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, Kimberly Williams in Father of the Bride Part 2, and costumes from the Santa Claus starring Tim Allen. Now look in there, you can see it looks like a swimming pool. It ranges in depth from 4 to 16 feet, and the bottom has been sculpted to look like the ocean floor. Camera crews enjoy shooting here because it's a lot cheaper and it's a whole lot safer than an actual lake or ocean. Last time we checked, we didn't have one single shark in that tank. Right now, we're entering our back lot, or what we call residential streets. Take a look through the first house off to your right. That open house outside out front really does say it all. All these homes are just facades or false fronts. They have no backs or insides to any of them. Because different scripts call for different neighborhoods, all 8 homes have been designed to reflect different styles of American architecture. The brown Midwestern style home, number 242, was used by Jim Varney when he was here filming Ernest Saves Christmas. That was also the first full-length feature filmed right here at the Disney MGM Studios. All these homes have been used in commercials, movies, television shows. Coming up are some houses you may recognize. The most famous, perhaps, is off to your left. The beige Hawaiian style home was home for 7 seasons to the Emmy Award-winning Golden Girls, starring B. Arthur, Rue McClanahan, Estelle Getty, and Betty White. All the exterior shots were done here in Florida and then edited together with interior shots done out in Burbank, California. Take a look out front and you'll see their mailbox. When you were watching the Golden Girls, you never saw them check the mail too often. That's because their box is right here, about a 3,000-mile walk. The Blue Cape Cod style home was home to Alice in the Disney Channel's Adventures in Wonderland. And right across the street from that is a facade used for Touchstone Television's hit sitcom, Empty Nest, starring Richard Mulligan, Dinah Manhoff, and Bear the Dog as Dreyfus. Production crews are always traveling to cities and towns, and they have to deal with things that they have little or no control over. Things like traffic, crowds, and noise. That's why they like shooting here on our back lot. Details, like the shingles on the roof, stop just beyond camera range. That's because we only need to build what the camera needs to see. It's an old Hollywood production trick called saving money. I was in here this morning when they were setting up. These special effects in here are incredible. But it does get a bit bumpy. We have to stay out of the production crew's way. So we're going to be on a bridge. Make sure you keep hold of all your loose personal items like cameras, purses, and sunglasses. And please do remain seated at all times. Just a little wet. This canyon was modeled after an actual canyon in Southern California. It took production crews about 6 months to build, which sounds like a long time, but considering how long we would have had to wait for Mother Nature to do the same thing, it's not too bad. I don't see any crew members out right now. You know, that means we get to stop here for a few moments. I'm going to tell you some little known behind the scenes facts about this canyon. You can use your cameras and video cameras if you'd like. Located right above us is a special platform that camera crews use to mount their cameras on so that they can shoot right down into the canyon. Earlier they were testing out a rain effect. I'm not sure if they're still working on that or not. But, well, this is it. This is the rain effect. It's created by large spouts right above us, just out of camera range, that shoot the water outwards, gives the rain a more natural look. The large black diesel was once an Argo here. We couldn't drive it across the city, so we had to almost see one thing too. Hey guys, can you please cut this scene? We've got a tour shuttle in here. Guys, can you please cut this scene? Thank you. Hold on, everybody. I think we're going to be a part of this next scene.
Please hold your lap bars all the way down at this time, securing any and all loose luggage you might be traveling with. Now stay seated with your hands and arms inside of the elevator at all times, and please, no photography or...
One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and it went nightmare. That door is opening once again, and this time, it's opening for you. discover what lies beyond the fifth dimension, beyond the deepest, darkest corner of the imagination, in the Tower of Terror.
Here it is. We're fucked.
Very proud to present We the People.
We the people.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
With these words from the Declaration of Independence, we defined ourselves as a nation. These few words embody the American dream. Without that dream, we would not be Americans. Lord, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, and the current President of the United States, Bill Clinton.
My fellow citizens, we are the heirs of the great American Revolution. As this millennium draws to a close and the 21st century approaches, let us pause to honor the very idea of America. America mirrors the world's diversity, yet it remains united in its struggle to uphold fundamental freedoms. We believe our nation's happiness still evolves from liberty, from opportunity, and from the vision of equality set forth by our country's Declaration of Independence. And today, our nation stands as a symbol of freedom and an inspiration to people all around the world. There is nothing wrong with America that cannot be cured by what is right with America. And there is nothing wrong with the world that cannot be cured by the ideals that America represents. Those principles have no borders. And we look forward to a day when those principles, extended beyond our borders, will have circled the globe. The quest for democracy must continue until all the people of the world enjoy the freedom we must always fight to preserve. The spirit of America is as bright and hopeful today as it was in July of 1776. And we are ready to carry our great national experiment forward into the next millennium.
Rocket Tower Plaza Station, far round, trips over a skyway tour. is super stylish.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Interplanetary Convention Center.
The convention center is host to a galaxy of new ideas from other planets. Historical Society presents Walt Disney's 20th Century Vision for the Future. This model city dared to dream the perfect community in which to work, live, and play.
Brand new ride replacing Mission to Mars is the extraterrestrial, which will be going on in a few minutes. And there is a satisfied customer, Mr. Steven Psychoski. Steven hopes to grow up and run the Disney company and make it all himself.
Across the galaxy, life is a way of life, Tomorrowlanders. You can enjoy our tribute to 20th century aviation here at Dream Flight, presented by Delta Airlines.
Again, that little red light you see is the reflection of the camera light.
To fly just to now, when it's a tremor on the block, or clear across the galaxy, life is a way of life, Tomorrowlanders. You can enjoy our tribute to 20th century aviation here at Dream Flight, presented by Delta Airlines.
Wonderful shot right there of Cinderella's castle. The castle is more than 280 feet high. And that is the line for the extraterrestrial. So I don't know if we're going to be going on that. Alien Encounter is the ride over there.
Rocket Tower Plaza at the heart of Tomorrowland. Come now, rejoin us and believe in the promise
come true. Oh yeah. Like flyers to help to make these dreams come true. Like flyers to help to...
Clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
It's now recording. Okay. Well, this is down Steve's private monorail. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. We'll be the only people disembarking at the Transportation and Ticket Center.
Because we're smart enough to take the right monorail.
That's right. We've just been scared by the extraterrestrial encounter. And
to our new passengers, we welcome you aboard our highway in the sky and hope you enjoy the Magic Kingdom. During our travels, please hold on to the handrails and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please. Thank you. Our next stop is Disney's Contemporary Resort. In front of the Magic World, is Disney's Contemporary Resort. If you are exiting, please watch your head and step.
Clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. Your journey is resuming now.
I suppose people have always lived for the future. We sure do.
The only difference is that today, with what we know and what we're learning to do, we really can bring our dreams to life. It takes a lot of work, but the truth is, if we can dream it, we can do it.
Tomorrow's horizons are here, today.
The sun. Today we're learning ways to harness its limitless energy. Colonies in space. Habitats where people live and work. This is no distant dream. We're at the threshold now. A computerized view of Earth. Landsat photography, providing vital data on agriculture, resources, and ecological concerns. The cityscape. A living tribute to our richest resource, people. Here's a new kind of cityscape, the microprocessor. An entire computer on a tiny...
Farming. Like music? My wife there is a good instrument. That's our daughter she's talking about. She's doing wonders out there on one of those desert
Isn't it something? Send a city kid to college for 7 years and what happens? She becomes a farmer.
Oh, I think agricultural engineer is a little more like it.
Okay, but me, I'll take the city.
Yes, it's always exciting.
But hey, with today's transportation, we're just minutes away from our kids. Look at that, will you? A few years ago, this was all barren desert. No crops, no irrigation. Quite a transformation.
Then hold for further instructions. Stand by number 4, crop transport.
Hey, the latest weather forecast is calling for rain out of the north.
I can see the clouds from here. The robots are giving us storm warnings too.
You know, this really makes me proud.
Yeah.
And you wanted her to go to law school.
But do you suppose they ever miss the fun of the city?
Oh, I think they get their share right here.
Last Saturday night.
Yeah, that was it.
Friday night.
Well, that was extraordinary circumstances.
Shouldn't your granddaughter be studying instead of flirting with that beach boy?
He is not a beach boy. He's studying marine biology there on the floating city.
You know, you might just check that fin circle, too.
Fin circle. A couple of minutes, then I'll grab the sunset. Straight up.
Okay, but try to be on time this time, will you?
Hey, I mean it.
And never horse around while diving. Never. Don't even see horse around.
Have the ability and the responsibility to build new bridges of acceptance and cooperation between us. Create a better world for ourselves and our children as we continue our amazing journey aboard Spaceship Earth. Cooperation between us. Create a better world.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. There's Cinderella's castle. That's over 280 feet tall. I don't know if you can hear it, but off over there is Spectromagic. And here's Stephen, right now the most scared person in the world. He's not in focus, but that's okay. We all know what he looks like. Yeah, there you go, you son of a bitch. There again is the castle. That was the pole that I decided to hit. Space Mountain's over there. There's the carousel. And this is the best view of Cinderella's castle. Except that cart's in the way. Isn't that magnificent? Over 280 feet tall. Those red and blue lights over there is the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. And that hotel over there is the Walt Disney World Contemporary Resort Grand Canyon Concourse. construction over there, 20,000 leagues under the sea. In that building right there is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. That's the left side, and that's the right. Up there is Tomorrowland, and in there is the Astro Orbiter. However, that has been down since we've arrived. And we're experiencing some turbulence. Grand Prix Raceway going down there. What's that?